Hey guys, Gecko Guy here. So, how do you convince your parents to let you get a reptile or some sort of gecko? Well, there's really no easy way or hard way of doing it. Now, if you're younger, this is what I did. This was what I did when I was in 5th grade. That's when I got my first reptile, and 10 years later, here I have all these great reptiles here. Do some research on them. Write to your parents. This is how I began to get all my reptiles. Is for one, your parents are probably not knowledgeable on the subject or the animal. They don't know much about it, and you got to show that you're dependable. So do some chores around the house, help out around the house. Set the table for dinner, clean up after dinner, wash the dishes, go shovel snow, rake leaves, cut the grass. Show them that you're dependable and that you can be counted on. Also be sure to get good grades, have good attendance, and if you're in extracurricular activities, be sure that you're doing well in those, like maybe if you're in football or baseball. Well, obviously not baseball as of right now in this time of the video, but have your coach give you some feedback saying how your kid does, and that's kind of my advice for you. And again, with doing the research, you want to tell your parents about why you should have this animal, what makes you dependable, and can you take care of an animal? Do you have the money to afford it? Do you think they can pitch in to help you? And again, these cage setups are not cheap. Well, they can be, and then they can't be. Generally, the reptile is the most expensive part. The cages are not too terribly expensive, and again, you could probably build your own or get a Tupperware. And acrylic really doesn't really matter. It's all depending on what you want to do. I've seen just about anything from any person on YouTube. They all have their special ways of doing things. I'm probably gonna custom make my own acrylic cages here in a bit. I'm gonna start ordering some sheets of acrylic and redoing all the cages and selling them off. So again, how do you convince your parents to let you get a reptile? Definitely want to do the research. This is what I did ever since 5th grade. Was I did a research paper. I did some research on the animal, and I wrote down some notes and told my parents why I should have it, and I printed out the document and let my parents read it, and then I talked to my parents a little bit about it, about the reptile, and that's how I became to have Ben, which was my first gecko. And again, when I had my crested geckos, I didn't know anything about them. I went to a reptile expo just for something to do on my birthday. It's because it was something for me to do, and I think it was 09 or 08, and that's when I got my first pair of crested geckos. Again, you want to do research, tell them why. Are you dependable? Do you keep your cages clean? Do you keep your own room clean for that matter? That's some easy ways of trying to get your parents convinced to get you a reptile, or let you have a reptile, and tell them about the bugs and how you'll be keeping that. So I hope you found this video helpful, and again, if you have a special reptile request and want to see some sort of video, be sure to post that in the comments section below. And I thank you all for watching, and don't worry, I am going to be doing some more animal videos.